Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our energy reading for this upcoming week. I am so stoked to see what we have. We have a full moon. This is also going to be a full moon reading on the 7th, which is Tuesday. And I'm hearing that this portal, this full moon this week is all about romance. So people coming together with their soul tribe, coming together with their divine counterpart, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please bless my viewers, bless my cards, bless my table, bless me. Allow the messages that we need to hear today to come through clearly, and allow those who are receiving them to receive the messages and take action. Action, action, action. Okay. So we're going to start with Heart Thoughts by Louise Hay, and we're going to see what comes through. Okay. My home is a peaceful haven. Look at your home. Is it a place that you really love to live in? Is it comfortable and joyous, or is it cramped and dirty and always messy? If you don't feel good about it, you are never going to enjoy it. Your home is a reflection of you. What state is it in? Go and clean out your closets and refrigerator. Take all the stuff in your closets that you haven't worn in a period of time and sell it, give it away, or burn it. Get rid of it so that you can make room for the new. As you let it go, say, I'm cleaning out the closets of my mind. Do the same with your refrigerator. Clean out all the foods and scraps that have been there for a while. People who have very cluttered closets and cluttered refrigerators have cluttered minds. Make your home a wonderful place to live in. And then on the left, it says, if you want to move from where you are, thank your present home for being there for you. Appreciate it. Don't say, oh, I hate this place, because then you are not going to find something you really love. Love where you are so you can open yourself to a wonderful new place. This is so ironic because I literally woke up and I couldn't sleep last night because I did not re-sign my lease here. And I think my soul is saying, don't re-sign it. But I also am terrified because I don't know where I'm going and I have 2 months to figure it out. So I think this message was for me, that yeah, a piece of me just wants to stay, but I'm really, I think there's better for me out there. I think there's a space that's quieter, where I don't have people living above me, below me, and next to me, where I can just be in my own space with no other energies around me, and preferably on land, so I can wake up and actually see a sunset or a sunrise. So I think this hit home for me. And look at the top, it says home. You guys can see that. There's sections of this book. The bind is all messed up, but anyway, okay. So if you're not looking to move and you're just in your space and it's where you're going to be, believe it or not, items hold energy. So if you have a chair that you've had since like college, right? And it has all these memories, maybe you and your ex always, like, maybe you sat on his lap in that chair, or maybe she sat on your lap, you know, whatever the situation was, that chair holds all of that energy from that maybe heartbreak from that breakup. So when you take those physical items and take them out of your home, whether it's an old job, maybe you have an old uniform sitting in a closet from an old job that you had, get rid of it. There's no reason to keep it. We don't take things with us when we die. And if it's holding a lower vibration, it is not good for your energy system. Like, think about it. Your home, you're walking into a bubble, right? This is the best way I can describe it. This is how I see it in my head. If you guys came to my home, you would love it. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it's because there's so much stuff in here that is light and airy, and nothing has a dense vibration. There's not one item in here that reminds me of anything negative. And it's all love. Almost everything in my home was a gift from somebody, which is another really cool thing. So it's infused with love because it was all given. So when you walk into a home, it's like a bubble, right? And think of it like a hot air balloon. in that basket, if you have things from your past, from breakups, from jobs, it is heavier weight. It is weighing that basket down so that balloon can't take off and feel light and feel airy and move with the flow of the wind. And so when you're walking in, you're not taking flight. You're not going to get to see any beautiful sceneries. You're not going to get to feel what it feels like to rise. So you have to empty out what's in that basket that's weighing you down. And I'm telling you, you might not even be aware of what's weighing you down until you go into that junk drawer, and in the back of the drawer you find an old letter from a partner or bills that maybe were paid months and months ago, but you used to stress about those bills, but they finally got paid, but you're still holding on to the paperwork. Get rid of it. Even if it's food, they talked about a refrigerator and a closet, so we're talking about clothing and food. Yes, food. If it's old, get rid of it. If it's outdated, it's toxic. Even in your medicine cabinets, get rid of any medicine that you took from a surgery. Get rid of any medicine that you took from a hard time in your life, maybe antidepressant medicine. Just trash it, okay? Trust me. If you're meant to have something like that again in the future, the universe will give you an opportunity to get it at a low cost. So don't think, oh, I got to hold on to this because it's free. Get the medicine out, okay? That is a huge message for somebody out there. Your homes are literally where you're needing to thrive, and you're keeping all of this stuff in there that's weighing you down. And I know a lot of people who are not minimalists, and they carry, like my mom, she keeps complaining about her house and how she wants to clear it out, especially after my dad passed. It's like the heaviest thing on her mind. And she just keeps talking about it and isn't really like doing anything about it because she gets so overwhelmed. And that's like many of us, like we want to do it, but we feel like we need help, or it's too much once we start. But honestly, go to one drawer today and just clean that drawer. Tomorrow, start a closet. The next day, clean out the refrigerator. Do one small thing each day. Okay, so we're going to do a 10-card pull for Micah Magic to see what else. Clearly, the energy for this week is your spaces, your homes, sunset, sunrises. So yeah, we're being called to an environment that looks really, really, really beautiful. And after you do clean, go enjoy a sunrise or a sunset. Take yourself to those environments. I had a client for Reiki the other day, and I told her, I was teaching her like what an intuitive day is. And she was like, well, what's that? I don't know what it is. And I said, well, what's your favorite place to go? Like, where do you love? And she's like, oh, I love to go to the beach up north. And I'm like, when was the last time you were there? And she's like, I can't even remember. I was like, well, when's the next day you have off? And she's like, Monday. And I said, take your hiney to the beach on Monday and do an intuitive day. Don't plan out where you're going to eat. Don't plan out what you're going to do. Just get in your car and just go. Have a destination in mind, and then just see what happens. You're going to build that intuitive muscle, and your soul, I'm telling you, throat chakra. So this needs to be heard. I'm hearing that your guides and your angels have these locations planned out for you, and they're almost like a battery pack. So when you go there, it's like you're charging up your batteries, but it's specific places just for you. It's not for everybody. So the beach might be for my client. For me, it might be farmland, or going and finding a new home to live in. Like that could be the recharge that I need in my life right now where I'm not feeling so great. So if you're getting an intuitive nudge to go somewhere and it doesn't make sense, please go there. It doesn't have to be forever. It can just be to pick up a little bit of a charge and then come back, and then you feel more replenished. Okay, 10 cards, please, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, buddy. 9 and 10. Thank you, Micah. So technically we have 11 because the gazelle came out first. Let's see what Micah magic we got. Okay, first one, breakdown that builds character. Destiny has a plan for you. Let go of the need to know. You are being admired online. Somebody's checking your Instagram or your TikTok or your YouTube out. Be ready to receive. Twin flame. So I heard that the person watching this, your counterpart, is going through a little bit of a tower moment where things have to kind of break down before they can build back up, which means it might be a divorce, a breakup, a job change, restructuring of finances. You are the magician. So this is twin flame energy. You both are magicians. You can manifest anything. And I heard that you're meant to be watching sunsets together. And that's your recharge. Follow the signs. Your angels are moving things. So in order for you two to be together, you can trust that your angels got your back. Exactly what I just said. New love, partner, marriage. Your angels are going to make it happen for you. Be mindful of your thoughts. This is the doubt. The doubt starts to creep in and you're like, yeah, how's that going to happen? And the angels are like, oh, are you questioning us? Because we'll make it really interesting for you if you question us. Or they'll slow it up. So do not question them. Do not second guess them. Say, angels, I am open to whatever you want to do for me. Please change me into a person who can be ready to receive. Okay, so let's do some animal cards to match this reading. So we have sunrise, sunset, breakdown, destiny has a plan for you. You're being admired, follow the signs, a new proposal or partner. Your angels are doing things for you. Twin flame, you guys are the magicians. Be ready to receive and be mindful of your thoughts so that it can come in divine timing. Because if we get restricted about it and we doubt it, it slows up the ride. We're going to do 4, I heard. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you. I didn't even have to pick it. The seahorse. Watch and wait. Yep, your angels are saying, oh, just watch and wait. Wait until you see what magic we do for you. Wasp. Sometimes life stings. This is the breakdown. So this is, okay, I just heard you're watching and waiting, right? You're like, ooh, what's going to come in? I don't know. And then all of a sudden you think you have a plan. Your ego creates this plan. Okay, I'm going to put this money here. I'm going to move there. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the universe takes away the place that you're going to move into. Say somebody else buys the house, or say you lose the deal. That's divinely planned because the universe knows that your angels have a better plan for you and they're moving things. They're going to find that better house for you. So sit tight and wait. Don't question when things fall apart. Don't ever question that. The beaver, like laying a solid foundation. It knows what it's doing. Dragonfly, truth transcends illusion. So this is somebody, this is blue as well, which is throat chakra, which is communication. Somebody's going to be finally speaking their truth and saying what they've always wanted to say. Okay. Let's see what Divine Masculine wants to say to Divine Feminine. The Hidden Truth Oracle. I want to feel that way again. Because in the bubble love phase, if you were once with your divine counterpart and then you guys separated, that bubble love phase is meant to be. It's meant for you to hold on to the memory of that feeling because it's nothing like you've ever experienced before. And you come together magnetically, and it is magnetic. You cannot control the pull, and it's painful when you're apart. And then the pain kind of dwindles when you're in separation phase and you have to go off and heal and do things on your own and level up in your career and heal all your fears around money, around failure, success. And then during that time, you start to get glimmers of the bubble love phase and you're like, I want that back again. Was that really real? Did that really happen? Are they still feeling that too about me? So that's where they're at right now, is they want to feel that way again. But maybe they don't feel safe coming forward yet. Let's see. I love you unconditionally. I left when I saw you with somebody. So this could have been you, divine feminine. Maybe you saw them with somebody else. And that, believe it or not, you guys might not want to hear this, but a lot of partnerships are here to trigger our core wounds. So some of the people that you're in love with the most, that's why a lot of couples who go through divorces and then they get back together, a lot of times it's because they were magnetized to each other for healing, and maybe one cheated, and that pushes the abandonment wound on the other. So say the guy cheats on the woman or the woman cheats on the guy, the other partner is feeling abandoned. They're feeling not chosen. They're feeling betrayed, but that's maybe something that they dealt with in childhood. So this husband or wife was magnetized to them to help them ascend, to help them be the phoenix and be like, okay, you just pushed my abandonment fear. You pushed my fear of being betrayed. And now I know what it feels like and I can release it. And now I don't have to worry anymore about it happening again because I already survived it. And I am now a warrior. I am one with the sun, and I shine brighter than anything in the world. And I can handle it. I can handle being thrown into the fire because I know I'm going to be coming out the phoenix and I'm going to rise from those ashes. And I know my worth. And I can also forgive that person because they did it for me. They gave me an opportunity for me to see the phoenix that was within me. And without them, I wouldn't have been able to feel that. And that's a very, very, very high perspective to have in a cheating type of energy, because somebody has to do a lot of healing. Right eye. Masculine energy. Somebody has to do a lot of healing in order to get to that perspective, to see it so clearly and to have gratitude for it, because it is like knives all over your body when somebody betrays you and you're like, I'll never talk to them again. But in reality, the strongest people talk to them again, and then they enter the partnership again because they want to be better. And that's a childhood wound that they both now healed, and they can work with each other. And those kind of situations build the bond even stronger. So when people come back together, I admire couples that work through somebody who stepped out of the marriage, because I just think it shows such strength. You're like, yeah, like I want to keep doing this with you. I love you this much that let's heal this wound in both of us. Like, why did he felt called to step out, and why did she attract that situation to be betrayed? So they both have wounding in both situations. And when they are both doing the work, that's the only way it could work, is if both are willing to look at their shadow and say, fuck, I'm sorry I did that to you. And fuck, yeah, I forgive you for doing that to me. But let's look at who was the child inside of us that was doing it. And then you go from there. And that's a higher perspective. And that's the type of relationship where nothing can break that bond. And that's the I love you unconditionally, because when you're somebody that messes up like that, when somebody welcomes you back in with open arms, you're just like, holy shit, this person has such a capacity to love. And it's not from a wounding space of, I just need you. I'm going to hold on to you because I'm scared to not have anybody else. No, it's saying, I choose you because I want to be as evolved and emotionally strong and peaceful as I can in this lifetime. And if going through that terrible event made me stronger, then I'm going to welcome you back in because I'm grateful for it. And we're going to commit to never doing that again, and to being stronger and not repeating the pattern. That is the key, is to break the pattern, because guess what? It's ancestral. It's been going on in our family lines for so long. And now it's our job to raise children that are not running on the same program that we are, that where we don't know what unconditional love is. So we kind of self-sabotage things because we don't think we're worthy of it, because we never received it as kids. So that's why this is all happening. We are the light workers going through this fire so we can see what not to do for the next generation. So don't beat yourself up if you're somebody who's cheated, Or if don't beat your partner up if they cheated on you, because there's some kind of wounding in you that attracted that situation to you. It is not their fault. Yes, they did it, but for some reason you attracted it, and you're being called to face the fear of abandonment and betrayal. And then how can we get you to stop attracting people that are doing that to you? Speaking of attracting, I am so attracted to you. What else do they want to tell you? My throat actually hurts from saying all of that. I bury myself in work to forget you. Not for much longer, I heard. They're finally going to surrender because they can't even imagine what it would be like to be at work knowing that they could come home to you. Like, what a recharge that would be. When you're finally with the people you're meant to be with, I can't even imagine. I can't, like, people tell me about it, and that's how I know to talk about it, because I haven't experienced it in my own life. But people just say it's like the biggest recharge of your life. You don't even have to do anything with the person. You could just be literally sitting there staring at them, and you just feel juiced. I hid who I really am from you. Yep, they tried to be bigger than they were, or they tried to just lie about their wounds because they were embarrassed by them. But we all have them, right? I will wait for a sign from you. I just heard somebody needs better boundaries around their body. Please do not be letting anybody into your energy field. When you exchange energy sexually with somebody, you are now adopting their thought patterns. You're adopting their triggers, their traumas. It's energy that's being exchanged. So pull back your energy. And I like that no cards jump out when I'm saying all this, because like the first 3 shuffles, no cards were jumping because I was meant to finish talking. So many things remind me of you. So they can't, I just heard that they will never not be able to think of you. If you're each other's counterpart, you're in each other's bodies. You're like, it's that telepathy. You know when each other are thinking of each other. You know, at 10 o'clock at night when you're laying in bed and you're thinking of them, that means they're thinking of you, 100%. All right, last 2. What are the last 2 things Divine Masculine wants to say to Divine Feminine? You speak to me through music. And then you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, they're faced with the regret. But what they don't know that you do know is that the universe and your angels, it's not the end of it. They will make things happen. And that breakdown is happening this week. And a lot of them they will resist it because they're scared of change, and they're not used to like leaps of faith and stuff. So their nervous system is going to feel very activated. When you abruptly lose a job or somebody breaks up with you, you're just like, you want to grip onto the old so badly, but they're also forgetting that like you're there waiting. You're there, not waiting, but you're there and you're an option. So it's almost like now that they do know that, their instinctual thing will be to grip. But then as time passes, they're going to be like, oh my God, that was like the best thing ever, because now I get to go to this. And it's a higher love, and there's no jealousy, there's no manipulation. It's pure and it's communication, and I don't have to worry about anything because we communicate and we trust each other. I had a session with my mentor yesterday, and we were doing a healing around me welcoming in a partner, but also not needing a partner. And I love my life. I love not having to check in with anybody. I love like the freedom, and I love being able to say yes to clients at different times and not having to have a schedule to match my partner's needs, or if we had kids. Like, it's so nice to be able to accommodate my work schedule around my clients or me. And I was really telling her, I'm like, I'm so happy, but I also really want the love, but I don't know if I really want it 24/7, because I like my freedom. And so we were doing a healing around opening up my body to receive it because I'm worthy of it. But also having a partner that is really open to not holding Michelle down. So this is an offering to you. what do you really want? Like really think about what type of relationship do you want? Do you want to be spending 24/7 together? Do you only want to spend like, when you leave the house in the morning together, lunches and dinners? Like think about, you get to co-create your life. How often do you want to spend time with this person? And I know it depends on the person and how magnetic and how much fun it is, but do not lose yourself. I always said, no matter what, I'm going to have some sort of bedroom that's mine. And I'll have my own separate space, and my partner is going to have to let go. And they're going to have to know that I'm a hermit. I have to be alone in my own energy to be happy. That's a lot of times why I go for my morning drives, because I'm surrounded by neighbors. We got the yes card. So confirmation, yes, you need to figure out, what do you really want to call in as far as a job? Like, what kind of hours do you want at that job? Do you want to start your own business? What do you want to get paid to do? Do you want to get paid for being you and see how the universe brings it to you? How is, let's see, when will this breakdown happen? How and when will this breakdown happen? A peaceful resolution. See, your angels are going to take care of it. The breakdown's not going to be scary. It's not going to be crazy. It's going to be the most peaceful ending ever. I was talking to my friend this morning via text, and we were talking about our desires and what we truly want. And she wants to learn a few more languages. She wants to move to a different city, and she wants to have a bathtub and all these things. And I was saying that I want a beautiful, like all white, like home, all white interior too. Home on farmland, maybe a rancher that's like a U shape with a pool in the back and a little garden called Micah's garden. And maybe a section of the house in the back is for my readings and my filming, so it's quiet. And then I have like a cool double or triple garage. One has a gym in it. One area is a gym, has a sauna, has a cold plunge. The other is for my husband to do all of his like handiwork, because he's so handy. And he loves to build things around the house, and he likes to build things for our kids and for my extended family and his. He's like the go-to guy. But I wrote her in this message, I was like, but we're total hermits. Like, we are both the type of people that have had really tough pasts, and we just want to be together and be in the home and just only be with each other and be so peaceful and not need the outside world, and just seclude and literally have a nest egg of money where I can film my readings and I can do whatever I want to do, create more decks, I can create journals or whatever, or write books, and he can just beautify whatever he wants to do, and whatever he feels called to work on or to create, or whatever work he wants to do, what he could do that. And we just support each other, and it's just a very peaceful home in privacy on land. And he takes care of the yard really well, and it's just this like dream life. Obviously there's going to be hiccups and there's going to be things, but I really feel like when we get clear on what we want, that's when the universe can bring it to us. And that's when the breakdown starts to happen, because it's saying, hey, we know that you want this peaceful resolution, but you have to be willing to let go of where you are to be moved into that new life. And you have to let go of people. You have to be willing to go against what society is telling you. You have to be willing to go against what everyone says you should do, or the commitment that you made and you're not happy. You have to break it, you know? Like I left something this week where I just was like, it's taking too much of my energy. It's kind of like healing work nonstop. So I had to like stop it, and I had to take a break and just focus on what I'm doing. And I had to worry about what people were going to say in the group, and if they were going to judge me, or if they were going to call me weak for leaving. But I literally paid for this group, and it's a course, and I just left it this week because I'm like, I can't do it right now. I have too much going on. So I had to face that fear of judgment, but I did it because it wasn't feeling good in my body with everything else that's going on in my life. So sometimes we have to leave things and say no to things, even though everybody else, might want us there, or maybe it'll just look strange that you're starting something and then you're pulling out of it real fast. So a lot of people are being called to do that right now. All right, again, take a quick sip, which I haven't drank any of my coffee, which sounds like I'm a chatterbox. You would think I would have, but okay. So let's do a little tarot. Nope, my guides just said the other tarot. So if any of you are looking to be readers, the best way to become a reader is to watch other readers. So example, like what I just did there, I grabbed that black deck. And as I was grabbing it, was like, my body was just like, nope, wrong one, Michelle, wrong one. There's no audible voice that I'm hearing. It's just a quick thought and a feeling like, oh, this doesn't feel right. And then I quickly had a vision of this one, like, should I use that one or should I use the black one? And then as I grabbed the black one, it was like, no, use the other one. So that's how you kind of get used to feeling into what your guides are telling you. I'm sure some people are like, yeah, right, Michelle's not really hearing anything. She's just making it up. And to each their own, but I know my guidance system. I know that I'm not creating it in my head. When I first started reading, I thought I was, but it literally makes you put it down. Like I had to put that deck down. It just felt so wrong. All right, what tarot messages do we need to hear about the situation? Yes. This is going to be my Micah garden. This is going to be me with my little overalls on. I love overalls and gardens and stuff. Okay, 7 of Earth is 7 of Pentacles. Seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future. Unnecessary worry. So she's tending to her garden. She's not expecting it all to bloom at once. She's watering it. She's being gentle with it. Maybe she's talking very kindly to each flower, saying, I love you. You're beautiful. This is you tending to yourself, resting, allowing yourself to feel this beautiful time to rest and know that your angels are moving things for you. All right, let's ask the universe, what seeds are being planted? What kind of seeds are being planted? Thank you. Okay, release. Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. There's a unicorn. Twin towers, twin castles, which is twin energy, twin flame. So you are releasing what is no longer serving you. So somebody's tending to their garden while the other one is doing the work. The other one's making their way to them, but first they have to release something. Two of Cups, or Page of Cups, I'm sorry, which is a dolphin energy, which is a blessing is on the way. This is a new beginning in love. Somebody's offering their love to you. This could also mean a message is coming through, and my right ear just started itching so bad. So the masculine, you're going to be hearing from the masculine. That's what that means. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. So heightened psychic abilities could also be maybe you're going to be clairaudient. You might be able to start hearing spirit. You might be able to hear certain sounds like a knocking or a ringing in your ears. These are all signs of you opening up and expanding your spiritual gifts. A dolphin also means you're a healer. You're here to help people feel good and laugh and be playful. But if you can see, her cup is overflowing right here. So she is this beautiful mermaid and she's overflowing with love and she's coming towards you. This could represent divine masculine or divine feminine. Sensitive and open-hearted. Okay, let's end this reading with my Gateway Oracle deck. Here's the front if anyone's interested. Okay, we have 2, cultivating prosperity. Man, 2 cards around somebody planting seeds. This means that whatever you're doing right now is going to be so abundant later. It says the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. sharing of yourself. And I am an incredibly generous being. The zebra energy. So you're showing off your stripes. You're like, you know what? I've gotten through life and I've been through a lot of tough things, and now it's my turn to share them. Okay. It's my turn to finally show off all that I've done. And maybe I didn't even know I had all these stripes. You know, it's almost like the zebra, and they just showed me of a zebra looking in the mirror. Because if you think about it, when they're out in nature, they can't see themselves. They don't know what they look like, right? They're only looking at their family around them to see what they look like. But it's all of a sudden a zebra finally looking in the mirror and being like, holy shit, I've been through so much and I am so strong and I can't believe I didn't honor myself before. And now I'm willing to show up in a partnership and share all of me, and somebody wants to learn about me. And when you share yourself, you start to cultivate deeper connections. You start to cultivate more abundance in joy, in love, and peace. And that sharing is vulnerable, and people love vulnerability. It breeds connection. It allows you to open up and to expand. And the more people that hear you sharing, the more people that want more. So you might be writing a book and people will be like, write a second book. We want to hear more. Like, it's not enough. Keep sharing your stripes. So beautiful. I still can't stop looking at the Page of Cups. A romantic encounter. And it's going to be around water. Sunrises and sunsets. Get ready. A blessing is on the way. This dolphin is bringing it to you. All right, lovies, this full moon this week looks awesome. Like I said, it's about romantic. Did I say romantic? Oh my God, I can't talk. Romance. Sorry, that's what I said at the beginning. This full moon is about romance, and then we ended with a romantic encounter. So the message is spot on. And maybe the book message was to clear the clutter in your home, clear the clutter in your friendships, in your partnerships, and get rid of anything that weighs you down. We are living in a time where your body will scream at you. It will scream at you to tell you to stop doing what you're doing. Okay? And the right side of my throat is so like itchy right now. It just came out of nowhere. So it's all right side energy, which is masculine energy. You won't be able to deny the pull to this person. So please honor it, honor yourself. You'll be doing both of you guys a favor by surrendering to the love and not coming into it from a low perspective of, I want to own you. I want to spend every minute with you. No, it's coming from a higher perspective of, we are the phoenix. We have transformed. We are new. We're ready for a fresh start. We're leaving the past behind us. There's no judgment. Let's move forward. Open communication, unconditional love, being grateful that God made us in these bodies to fit so well together. So let's honor it and be together. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.